Hey everybody, some of us guys might wonder just what's inside of a power supply. This is a bad one. It's out of a Dell. Every power supply is different, the way the case comes off and what's inside of it, so keep that in mind. You do have to be careful because there's capacitors, pretty large ones in here. So be careful about how you handle this. There's typically 4 screws to take off. They're Phillips head screws. I've already removed this. You have to be really careful. This is sheet metal and very sharp. So you're going to pop out the top off and do the same on the bottom. Pop it off the other way and take it off. Take it apart like an eggshell maybe. And you have this. I'm hoping not to hit the camera tripod while I do this. And you take the outer shell. That's tin. That could be taken in for scrap metal. I'm going to put it over there, out of the way. I've already taken the 2 screws out of this circuit board too, to show you. Underneath is a fuse. So first thing, it's hard to get these fuses. I don't think Radio Shack has these this small or anything. The fuse that's underneath that, and it's right there. I already popped it out because I read it out with a meter. And if I can actually have this, it's in the video still. We're going to take that. I don't know where my Phillips head is right now, so I'm just going to pry this out on one side. If it pops out, it pops out. It's on one side. You don't want both sides touching when you're using a ohm meter. You don't want to have to read through the thing. I'm going to bring the camera up just a bit so you can see the meter. Just to warm this thing's tight, so there we go. So you can see the meter. I'm going to turn this guy on. Move the light so you can see the meter. Turn this guy on to ohms. Put it down K. We have 0. There we go. Good reading. I'm going to use the backlit so you can see it. And I think you can see it there. And we have 0. So the 0 means that we have good continuity. It's just like us hitting these leads together. That means that fuse is good. So that's a good fuse. You could take it out, use it for another power supply if you need it. But the fuse indeed is good. These are aluminum. So if you go to scrap this, it's aluminum. That's a big coil. I showed you this in one of the other videos. That guy right there. That's a big copper coil, and there's another one down inside. I'm going to bring the light over a bit. Okay, and I'll use my, that's a big one in there. I'm trying to make sure I can see this in the video, in the camera, and that's another big one right there. There's another one right here that's got something around to insulate it. That's a big capacitor right here. All right, so you want to make sure, and you could take your screwdriver. If you get a big shock, you're not going to get it in your hand. You can see a big spark come out. It's discharging the capacitor. This has been sitting around so long that it just drained out by itself. So I don't see any other copper devices underneath. That's a big copper one right there. That's a transformer. So that's got some copper there. So all this has to be desoldered from underneath. And you have a fan up here that could probably be used on something else too. So you might have a switch. Some power supplies have a switch up on top. You could probably use someplace else. So things you can salvage. Don't think there's a whole lot of copper in the wires. Every time I've cut a wire is some other kind of metal. It's not copper. These are heat drawing. Everything here is heat drawing. So that's copper right there, and that's copper. So all this stuff, what you do is you take your copper and toss it into a bin. Pretty soon you have a lot of copper, and you turn it in. Copper is a pretty high price right now, and you can actually get that. If you turn this whole power supply in as tin, you would get the price of the weight of this in tin, not copper. When aluminum's good, okay, and in fact, your aluminum cans, if you don't get a state refund, save your aluminum cans, don't put them in recycle, take them into the metal guy to get actually a price for your aluminum cans. So you get some money back in your pocket. So, but the aluminum I'm going to take from this, just like I did with all the other aluminum that I showed you, and the tin's going to go into the tin scrap pile and do that. I know, what was it, 200 pounds of tin got me $15. So hey, it's better than getting nothing. So hopefully you like this video. I'm not going to put it back together. This is a bad one. Who knows why it's bad? It could be the circuit board. It could be something else in here that failed. It's definitely not the fuse. All right, so hopefully you like the video though. I'm not going to go pull this apart just yet. Probably be a different video showing you how to unsolder everything and scrapping, actually taking apart a circuit board. So hey, hit the subscribe button above, and you'll see more videos. Subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye.